right now. Fnatic and Faze clan with Fnatic down on the CT side here. They have got Golden, who's going to be investing in the smoke and defuse gear. Seems to be in the
heads with some Mac 10s. We get to see flusha's 2-tapper.
Sounds cool.
That time was close, and we got Skybox with chat.
All right, guys, this could be a big one right here. I'm just going to glassify this building right now. Check out all the nades they've thrown into connectors. The HEs I really want to focus on here. We know that kreaz is a specialist in the connector position, but if they're going to use all these HEs where they just took flusha out and they were going to condition them not to play in connector, there's two options for Fnatic. They can either play more aggressive middle or they have to play passive, which is normally against their game plan.
So you keep
My face, just loving what I'm seeing, because look, from them, they want as many guns to be competitively viable as humanly possible. And if JW and the likes of Vinny way gap, they could see that it was just a fake of middle. They weren't actually sending any forces over there within the early stages. It meant that the three individuals who were clearing out middle, one from cat, one from window, one from connector, they weren't put under too much. I thought that was done. As soon as JW kills Rain, I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's the lack of the helmet that is everything. We're talking about helmets more and more in this game now, because Chad, you stated it beautifully. You take the round slow here.
Yeah.
You know the money's not great. That's why we're seeing so many different counter
Give me
players
the second shot
This
again.
second shot was nuts, though. Shouldn't have stood a chance here, but it absolutely.
You have to just think about those kreaz
What
running
map
over
was
the
that on,
round.
Chad?
It was Overpass.
That's my point.
I know, but I have this whole thing with Fnatic. When I think they come into these kind of games, they need to mentally wake themselves up. I was going to...
It wasn't great on the Faze side, but the aim from flusha in the last round was great work, and there was a chance of an easy knife there. But find kreaz there, but they were both focused on that one player. Golden just gets closer and closer, sprays them both down. Great incendiary as well, by the way. He just tries to stay alive. He's showing tenacity towards CT Spawn while his teammates arrive. He doesn't deny the plant, but he certainly makes things uncomfortable. And Brokey, a tactical timeout to slow things down.
In the last 6 months of top 10 teams, kreaz is the 6th highest rated player on Mirage. Interesting. So he's not necessarily always...
Can bring out Deagle Armor to go with it. JW, that's the kind of play we're looking for from him. Pushing up towards middle, finding key scalps like Nico. That's a big play. And kreaz delivering once again from connector.
Yeah, JW actually flushed Rain in that direction.
Block straight away. If you don't have a helmet... Oh, did he have the helmet?
He did have a helmet.
So he just got
just
dinked
won it.
3 times there to straight
Yeah,
up?
I think
like,
he was caught in transition. You could see him fumbling
damn,
around with
all right.
his...
For masses, you know, the usual
Yeah,
stuff.
the usual,
the normal
like
things.
pistols, FAMAS,
Revolvers.
The kills aren't... There's not even a huge disparity in the frags right now.
Well, the thing is, Fnatic are actually looking pretty good in the gun
Yeah.
rounds. It's against pistol.
Wayne, eat your heart out.
Yeah, let's see this first kill. Straight through the smoke into the head. That was nuts. Another one straight to the back of the dome for Cold Zen. The best Counter-Strike I've seen all week. Tell your friends, it's mad over here. Get them into the Twitch stream. We're going to be right on back with the second half of our first map of this series. A lot more to come. Oh, the day of stage 2, the very first, has begun with a bang. We're only one half into the action of Faze Fnatic, and already we have seen 2 pistol ridiculous rounds. Glocks winning rounds, Fnatic falling and faltering at the moment. This is only the first map, but a 9-6 lead on the half, and you're joined by 3 voices you may recognize. It's Machine, Henry G, and Chad for this series. There's more to come today, though. Astralis Na'Vi and Mouse OG on the doorkit tonight.
When I pull it out, Chad has fear in his lungs every time I...
I've actually played
whip
against you in the
out.
revolver before, Rush. You and I have had a... I think it was, well, I know the result. I'm not sure how honest you're
I would say it's a draw, you know,
Okay,
considering you
fair
were
enough.
using like a kreaz against my revolver. I didn't think it was that
Krieg
bad.
and revolver action. Apparently, JW thinks
So, I guess intensely waiting for that frag to come in. Brolin was on low HP.
be AK armor at the most.
Guys, I quickly want to run you what facilitates Faze to play 3 individuals isolated on the A bomb site and 2 players on over towards B. They're all rooted into their bomb sites, right? They're stuck down. Now, this vent, you would have seen it get broken right there. They didn't break it at all on the CT side. They left that vent as a sound cue. So if a T wanted to come through for flanking, they have to break that
good
vent.
point.
The CTs will hear it, and that's the warning signal that, hey, they can be in the backlines. So just a little detail right there, but that's why they were able to play so site heavy.
Do you ever not break the vent out at all when you're
Yeah, it was something that we tried to do a lot because I sucked at holding middle. So we tried to leave that vent.
Because obviously people could boost into it with 2,
Sure.
now they could do it the solo.
They could also, it has to be broken before they can access it.
Yes.
So they could still fake you out, but at least you know
Early
they have to
warning
break it
system
first.
is such a perfect way to describe what that is.
No, that's a very good point. It's like a tripwire.
Yeah,
They have to
exactly.
go through it, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I'm just coming up with them on the fly.
you should write that down.
I should, probably. 13-7, ladies and gentlemen. The US Air Force tactical timeout. I've never said that. It's always you guys. Because of FaZe Clan, and we're starting to see that this map pick is being absolutely justified. Look at the patience from Nico. He gets his first, but he also suspects that corner could be burnt.
So, we haven't heard from Dead Fox in some time. He was given a lot of the toughest roles. I had a lot of conversations with Jonta about him in that team, and he was given all the hard work.
A lot of people have described him as one.
A clinic has been put on Mirage here by Faze. They're looking incredibly sharp at this point. A Fnatic need to wake up. We'll take a break and be back 3.
Now it's time to wake up, or this might all be a bad dream for Fnatic. It is the round robin, lots more games to be played, but this is not the way you want to be starting stage 2. Let me push this home one more time. You get first in stage 2 groups, you're in the grand final.
Well, does manage to do some damage towards the end for sure. Crimzo fending them off as
an extra bit of survival. Brokey and Coldzera, FaZe have won 28 of 56 matches. So that's straight down the middle, 50% against Kajbjer, considering the discrepancy of their first games with the roster and now.
Will Fnatic want to buy back? So this is where it started, as Henry mentioned, getting spammed by Nico. He couldn't really go anywhere, but he was lining up these nades to dunk down towards Coldzera's position.
I think he gets that kill. That was the main problem.
Yeah, it narrowed his vision too much, right? The problem was dealing with those 2 choke points and that jump across. You were always going to be baiting out the shot of an AWP player. So Olof was in the first 30 seconds, because at this point, they're sitting back and being dictated to.
I reckon a double orb setup with a bit more aggression will come through. Maybe get Brokey and Olof on the AWPs.
Glocks just here, guys, to show you that Nico was holding towards the connector position, right? Look at this. We have Rain, who's forward over here near Fountain. We have Brokey forward over towards Long. I'm going to start playing it out. You see, Nico's starting to fall back now as JW is coming up connector. JW comes up connector, and he's found the perfect timing here. Nico was just there approximately, what, 5 or 6 seconds ago?
Yeah, about that.
And then JW walks through, Brolin late clears Rain, and then that's the round done and dusted right there. They're leaning loss bonus. I think that what they need to do is really just change up the game plan and start doing gamble stacks and going hyper aggressive, because they can't sit back anymore.
They tried to get aggressive in the previous round, right?
It was just one guy.
You're right. It is one. I feel like Fnatic, they can just start going Hail Mary. They can start going fast, long, fast, middle, just running around. We know that's what they like to start doing. Once they have this sort of control, it's foot on the throat counter-strike. When FaZe start to shrink and they know they're adjusting and they're calling time.
Rather convincingly so far.
Well, Henry, you're about to get your double AWP set up. We just got the glimpse into the FaZe Clan buy going into the next round here. Brokey's picked one up. Nico had purchased one. Going to be interested to see if he's dropping that over or holding it on for himself. Going to be, what, 5 rounds on the trot here to close this out from FaZe. They can carry this momentum through, but we need to make...
Last few rounds, it didn't look like FaZe had anything to say, but as Chad mentioned, the teamwork's starting to come online now. Some of those coordinated maneuvers towards connector. Rain's not missing shots in the back of a planting player. There's... So
that shot.
Look at that flashbang. You can't ask for much more than that.
I test it again, not statistically driven. I think
it's out there. Even if he goes down there, Coldzera will definitely trade it out. He can't kill both of you at once, if that makes sense. So I understand why he's doing that. He hits a shot as well. We can't argue with this at all, to be honest with you. And
Fnatic, they fight right back, fire with fire in the second map of this series. We've seen a fantastic turnaround from Fnatic, and flusha a big part of it. You can see his ADR on the half is absurd, even higher than some of the high flyers from FaZe in their Mirage win that put them 1-0 in this series. It's the opening game of stage 2. We've completely reset the round robin. We're starting all over from the start. And if anything we learned over the course of our opening stage, Chad and Henry, we learned that every game matters, every round matters, and losing to those just one round somewhere in that first half can have huge ramifications into the sec. Let's see that first shot again. On the boost, takes down Crimson, and then this one? Bloody hell, one bullet.
Comes down to this moment here. The force spike coming in round number 3. Fnatic will have M4s for Mammoth. For Mammoth works out, and you can see why, because they assume the bomb side will be clear at this point. They've double stacked the barrels. JW can come through, get 3 kills in total, but it's still not enough as Coldzera lines them up. A little bit forced.
A year ago, not 3. This is the knife kill from Brolin, you cheeky Ming.
Let's look at it that way. That was not an ideal ending. It looked so good.
It was looking great, like he was out-reading them, looking to get a couple of exit kills safely, but then I would be knife out towards the end of that. Yes, you have maximum loss bonus on the CT forces, but that's not necessarily enough. flusha, nice move to actually get these couple of kills. But Nico, the flank, on the flank, does manage to...
And let's see how it all started. It was a golden deagle Just into the body shots and a nade, of course, after the initial softening of the targets. Golden, look how quickly you wanted to close that gap.
Either a force buy here or the full eco. I'd say it's the latter, considering they get 2,400 into the next round, and they'll have enough for basic buys there at that point.
Yeah, the tide of this game has just shifted once again.
Keep them alive.
They need a miracle round from one of their star-studded individuals right now, and sitting at the bottom, as you can see on your scoreboards here, is olofmeister. Now would be the time to grab a couple of sweet frags against your old teammates if you want to take this one in 2. With 14 on the board, we need to really start talking about where the gaps are, where the problems are, and how they can fix them. They've only got 2 rounds to do so.
I'm not sure there's going to be that much to do in this particular round, unfortunately, though. They're going to have to do what, the partial
But hits first. Good stuff over there towards that. Well, it's only a T250, so maybe it wouldn't have been as potent as I was worried about there, but that's the...
Two kicks off with the Fnatic Faze, yet to have the result split across the series. It ends here on Inferno.
It certainly does. The 9th round has concluded and Faze have come out on top, meaning they get a slight advantage here by starting the CT side. They've got the incendiary for Nico as well. The flashbang and 1 kit on olofmeister. We will see that very classic setup from Fnatic with the double smokes, presumably to finish up with the execution with 4 flashbangs behind them as well, as Rain jumps over for Intel here, trying to see if there's any activity towards second middle. He spotted 3 players. Jules on the A-bomb site, they do find themselves a 1-0 lead, but we do know every single team likes a force buy in the second round of the CT side of Inferno. Easy Cold Zero has held a 1.52
advantage, but it doesn't matter. Fnatic, they're able to pull off the round through that smoke that I was highlighting, luckily. You know, sometimes these little...
So this is his triple kill. Seized 2 of his opponents and finished off Rain.
When I use the Glock,
Hi.
Hi there.
This is hugely important, but we're going to take a look at Skybox here. We can see the 3 banana coming in from that of Faze. Once that's called, look over towards A. So 3 bananas being called. JW immediately... Oh, well, whoa,
Oh, Chad, what have you done
hold
here?
up. JW is right here. He's coming up middle. You can see that. He's flashed on up. They know that banana's already been dealt with, and he's able to come on through spawn and find that gap.
Wow.
It looks more like Age of Empires now.
Yeah, I hit a button. I don't know which button I hit, but it was a good one. We're still learning the technology, Henry. So, look, I'll keep bringing some more Easter eggs, some more surprises.
I like
That
that
was
a lot.
fun. I kind of like the way that looked.
If we can get some trebuchets out there as well, that would be cool.
I think what I hit was there's like different versions of cameras that you can look at, and when I was making the cameras just quickly...
Quite a lot, but it's so successful. That was the decoy being thrown at the start, I believe we were looking at. And here's the replay from Nico as he gets flashed over. Couldn't be better. You can see the 2 flash assists from Rain suggest they were very Fnatic really have ran away with it. It's going to be a 5-1 scoreline. Faze can only save those 2 weapons. You can see Brokey 0 and 4 hasn't really turned up to Inferno so far, and I would say CT defenses are built around an AWP chat. That's not too much of a kind of out there statement.
It's enough for them to justify a buy with the money that they have remaining. JW, once he gets established up in...
Helps them out because they naded towards new boxes. And Chad, what have you got? I think I know what you've got.
I just want to talk about the safety net here. It was Rain's position, right? You can see him as close. We're going to play this out. Rain's job is actually to cover Brokey when he falls back, expecting players to swing. This was a great move. Rain didn't get anything done. Thank God for Nico in the backline with that mow down. It was a great little prep.
That smoke he throws there, Chad, right off the little hoop inside, that manages to allow him to jump on Coffins. Commitment's even coming in towards B, or he needs to exit out of the B bomb side back towards A and try and clutch it out. That's actually pretty incredible by him. As the first headshot comes through, he will absolutely destroy Crims towards it.
Time now for Faze to show us a little more resistance. So he does flub the jump because of the back pedal of Cold. He didn't end up on the Coffins like he intended.
Still got 2 of the knife. You don't see that to me, but Faze got anything left here, even with the flashbangs blooming in his face. He manages to pull it off. Great spray control from Brolan.
Different approach, but one where you can see it catches the CTs off guard. We were talking about the smoke molly defense yesterday on Train. Well, if the CTs are waiting...
Going to be coming in with peanuts.
It's a nice round to win. And Cold Zero, we mentioned as an individual who normally puts up massive hauls on Inferno. He's sitting pretty quiet at the moment. Buy is very weak for the final round of this game. And I think that's, if you take a look at... ever since Faze had those 2 1v1 scenarios, we had the defuse on the B side, and then we had the...
First half, that was only the T side. More to come, double knives. It's all coming in that last half of play. Well, it comes down to one single half of Counter-Strike. After all of this, it culminates with one half.
A best of 0.5.
A best of 0.5. You're right, Henry. That's what we've got. We're into the decimals, and well, already FaZe Clan at quite a significant deficit. I want to get a quick read of the room. Anyone seeing a FaZe lift the first win here?
It's feeling unlikely.
Yeah, okay, the sounds from your mouth, like tired horses.
Yeah, tired horses.
Now, Cold Zero needs to step up now. It is the T sign. We'll most likely just see another partially investment.
I don't think we'll even get that on this round, though.
They're going into real crunch time for FaZe's T side. They lost the first map, by the way. Fnatic, this has happened again. I can't believe exactly what I said at Mirage has happened again, where we weave this tale of...
Actually, Brolan with the Krieg as well towards Library. They are going to save their weapons. Here's the scores so far. JW 22 and 10. flusha with 19 there at the very top. Crim's quite showing from him. Loud and proud from Nico, though, 17 and 15. And Brokey, the player who's got the previous frag, will be at 13 kills. Haven't been blown away by his performance to their play. You can just see it. They've got some raw skill there. Brokey, like I said, still an excellent, well-rounded player. Can use the rifle to an exceptional level as well. But I don't see him being like one of those crazy... He's going to be the difference maker in this game.
Yeah, I think right now, probably the difference maker for that of FaZe. We highlighted how good Cold Zero can be. He hasn't shown up just yet. And Nico yet to get a kill within this second half. So...
Damn.
Nico Zera combo. One of them was good in the first half, the other yet to show up here on Inferno. They've given themselves a lifeline with that round right there, but still need another 9 on the trot just to take this one to overtime. It's going to be a very, very tall task here as JW finds the opening. Cold Zero goes down again. Olof takes a chunk of damage. FaZe, they need some miracles.
Yeah. Do you believe in miracles, Chad? You sexy thing. flusha does actually manage to find the frag with Olof's just with the flames alone. And flusha perhaps going to find the necessary final frags. One more will do it. And Fnatic will not quite confirm it. Golden does, though. Trades it off. We have a victor in the opening match of Stage 2. The Swedes prevail versus the international superstars. 2-1.